Hey, what's up, guys? So against Druid, you really do want to have the War Axe, Alex Rose's Champion, Fairy Dragon, or Finley. Preferably all of them, but you want any of them. And then also on coin, if you do have a decent hand already, I'd recommend keeping Execute to deal with big threats, and also having Ravaging Ghoul to deal with Token Druid's immense amount of tokens. Ravaging Ghoul is also a good keep against Cthulhu, simply because it answers a turn 3 Disciple of Cthulhu. I'd also say keep 3 and 4 drops if you do have a hand that will support that. So like say a 1 and 2 drop already, or 2 drops if you're on coin, then yeah, go ahead and keep Frothing Berserker, Twilight Guardian, stuff like that. I think that's definitely correct. Next, the matchup. So Execute's a very big card here. So if they want to play Ancient of War on 7, go ahead and execute that. And also it's very good to answer Cthulhu. I'd also recommend using Execute on cards like Fandral and Violet Teacher if you don't have other answers. Just go ahead and use them. Don't be too greedy with it. If Druid's sub board, you usually will lose a game. And this is definitely a matchup where controlling the board is very important. Sorry about that. Next, Ravaging Ghoul is a key card here as well. Again, for Wisps of the Old Gods and Onyxia. Just answering those 2 cards of a 3 mana card is it's just so nice. Just the Whirlwind effect and then a body is beautiful against this deck. And if you do have an Execute, use it on Onyxia as well. If you guys have seen my game against Hot Form, I'll link it at the end here, just because it's a good one to see as far as Token Druid matches pan out. I held onto a Ravaging Ghoul and an Execute to use on his Onyxia, and that basically sealed the game from there. But yeah, do really watch out for Fandral here. And another thing about this matchup is if you coin out Alex Rose's Champion, you will most likely be able to hit him for a couple turns for free. Simply because Druids on turn 2 really do want to ramp. And if you don't have Alex Rose's Champion, using Fairy Dragon is also really good, because there's not really a clear way for them to clear the minion. They really do want to be using Wrath and Living Roots to do that. But yeah, I'd recommend checking out my game against Hot Form, and it will be linked here at the end and in the description below. Just so you guys can, sorry about that, that was a keyboard. Just so you guys can see how this game will, how the games will pan out. But yeah, I think it's a relatively even matchup. And again, we'll look at my win rates overall against Druid. So 64.5% win rate. I think it'll even out a little bit more to 55 to 60 over time, but I do think it's favorable as far as Token Druid goes. Cthulhu Druid is a little bit tougher if they do get the activators for Cthulhu off early. So if they have like Disciple of Cthulhu into Cthulhu's Chosen, then it's kind of tough for you, because on turn 7 they can play Veclore. That's a card that we really have a hard time answering. But I would just recommend playing aggressively in both matchups. Don't let them play their cards like Nourish without getting punished. Use their charge cards like Korkron and Alex Rose's Champion to really put pressure on them. Force them to answer your cards rather than developing their own. That's definitely what I'd say as far as this matchup goes. Again, I'd recommend checking out my game against Hot Form. And yeah, have a good evening, guys. I will also link all of the other matchups and Mulligan videos in the description. Have a good